Certainly for me, I had grand plans when I started out that I had to slowly chip away at to form a project that could be completed in the time allotted.
You have 1 year and it's your undergrad thesis. It's not gonna like define you and like your intelligence for the rest of your life. So I think also remembering that is that, you know, it's a graduation requirement. It's not, so, you know, you want to do a good job on it, you know, but it's not gonna like haunt you forever, and this isn't gonna be like the pinnacle of your career or anything, you know.
As my third year friends are planning their theses and starting the process, a lot of them are confused and dazed by the whole process, but I think mostly they're excited to try it and see what happens in the coming months.
It's structured. It's not like you're just thrown out on your own for a year and I'm like, oh my god, I have to write 80 pages. It's really structured. You meet with your thesis sponsor once a week. You have a class that's considered your thesis tutorial, so it takes up one of your class spots, so that's kind of nice.
Managing yourself, managing your time, and then managing the way that your thesis shifts, and being comfortable with the way that your thesis will shift, because sometimes you'll read a new article, read a new chapter from a book, and then it's like, oh well, what do I do with this? How, you know.
And so, whereas like when I first started doing research, I was very much like, oh, of course everything's going to work and I'm going to get beautiful data like the first time around. And now I know that that's probably not the case. So I guess it's kind of nice because now when things do work, I get really excited because I'm like, oh wow, it finally worked. I didn't expect that at all.
I had originally planned to have my entire thesis done before spring break, so I would have plenty of time to, you know, enjoy spring break and then do a lot of edits and work through that, but it just didn't happen, and I don't think it happened for anyone.
So there'd be times where maybe I would start to panic a little bit, and like I would like email my professor at 3 a.m. and be like, I feel like I'm not where I should be, blah, blah, blah. And she was just always super like calm about it and was like, I think you're fine, like you're doing a good job.
The thing that he said was like, you're going to graduate, don't worry, because that was like my first concern was like, oh my god, something went wrong, I'm never going to finish my thesis, I'm never going to graduate, I'm going to be stuck here forever. And so like having someone to kind of like reality check you and say like, okay, you know, just because you hit a roadblock doesn't mean that your entire thesis is over. You can always restructure it, you can always, you know, alter your topic. So when something goes wrong, don't completely abandon the project, just change your course a little bit, just alter what you're doing a little.
It's really fun to kind of watch your ideas develop and change, but you know, also writing is, you gotta write too.
One of the resources I used for my thesis was enlisting the help of an underyear to help you find books, get your research, include them in your project, and maybe they can add it as a tutorial on their contract to help out a thesis student. Find someone who's doing a project that they're interested in and tag along with them. See what it's like to be in the lab or to be in the library looking for literature, running an experiment.
But yeah, so there's all this build up to it, and then you get there, and essentially if you break it up, it's kind of just like writing 4 final papers, I feel like. Which, like, we've all done that.
My mentor this summer said that, you know, the best dissertation is a done dissertation, the best thesis is a done thesis. So, you know, you can't get too caught up in the research process.
It's like having a very clear idea of where you're going. That's like the best thing. Like even if like in the first month you just focus on like really honing in on exactly what you're doing and making like a really strict outline, it'll be really easy to fill in.